People. Que pasa, sa, say what they do. Now the first thing that is popping in the news is that we see that the quiet community of Malvern in St. Elizabeth, it was like a movie scene the other night. Midnight Blues it is called. It is said that a group of men driving a Voxy, one of those vans, they went into an area and they stole some gaming machines. Then pretty much take off the grill, enter through the window, broke into the people in place. This was at midnight. Apparently, the people spot the rake, make some phone call. The people block up all of the exits and entry in the area. Sound some sort of alarm. The man them try to take with themselves. Them run up near the hill to meet the Voxy, the getaway vehicle. When they realize that the people basically block the road and intercept them run out of the vehicle. When them run out of the vehicle, them buck up in a man, a 38-year-old Mason. He had machete, stick, stone, whatever. However, people, these men had high-powered rifle. Boom, boom, them blaze at the 38-year-old Mason. Take with themselves again, run down a next hill, a next little lane. Buck up in a farmer, thought that this man was a part of the recover or find them crew. However, this was a 51-year-old farmer going about his business. He too was blazed up in the head. People them call the popo. The man them jump back to them van. Try take with themselves. Call the popo. Intercept the vehicle. 4 or 5 vehicle of popo apparently. The man them up out. A light out of the vehicle. Blaze at the popo vehicle. Take with themselves again. After the smoke clear, it is said that they recovered the vehicle and the driver of the vehicle. About 3 or 4 other persons take with themselves. Now people, what is strange about this is that the premises or property in which they broke into, there was a bartender. That bartender was held on suspicion of robbery. That means that she was fingered, not literally. She was implicated in being a part of the conspiracy for robbery. So people, like I told you, this is a very quiet town. Not one of those fussy places. Not a place that is used to crime and violence, mostly farmers, hard-working people, such as the 51-year-old farmer that lost his life. Everybody say he is a good man. Everybody say this man don't do anything. This man is beloved. Same can be said about the 38-year-old Mason. However, back to the girl, she was arrested suspicion of robbery. However, people, what I think should happen, if Jamaica have sense none at all like they do in the United States, whenever there's any sort of robbery, even if your friend them lose them life, even if the popo take away one of your friend them, one of your suspect friend them, you are going to be charged. Anybody linking to that conspiracy is going to be charged for the takeaway. So even though she was one of the persons that planned it, even though she was one of the orchestrator of the whole thing, she too should be charged with the double. May I talk about the 51-year-old farmer and the Mason, along with everything else. So what this tells you is that you have to be very careful whoever you hire, because some of the most beautiful things have the most evil inside. So therefore, when you see a nice little browning or a nice little dark girl come and she want to be a bartender, you have to do some sort of background check. Now people, truth be told, in a lot of these places, these people don't know anything about any sort of background check. They are just hoping that whoever them hire is honest, not some sort of criminal element. However, the way that Jamaica is running right now, I bet you get one of the little girl and from round the corner. Even though she might not be as beautiful or might not have the perky looks and rate, lele, blue, blah, bling. However, if you want your business to be safe and secure and don't get robbed, that is what you need to do. So this speaks about a bigger topic. All of these women that men use, men manipulate, men put in a people business as some sort of mole to spot out the people in place, and then them come in the wee hours of the night. Like I said, this incident occurred at about 12 midnight. So therefore, she go in, she get a job, she plot it out, she watch the people in business, know say, alright, X amount of dollar there, so X amount of liquor, X amount of this rate, lele, blue, blah, bling. Then she call in her thieving friend. Because people, obviously we see that these were not no sorts of average criminal. Because like me say, them pull up in a Voxy with high power rifle. When the popo reach, them blaze upon the popo. Now people, the residents are saying that this could be foiled if the popo come on time. If the popo were running or operating efficiently like they should have. However people, the same thing in a Kingston, same thing in a Mobay. When you call the popo, they take forever and a day. They lack the manpower, they lack the car, they lack the communication, they lack just about everything. So therefore, they did what we expected them to do. However, the residents are saying that it seems as if the only thing the popo is good for is to lock off dance and trouble the bike man them and people. We know that a lot of illegal, unlicensed, unregistered bikes are in St. Elizabeth because them come in through the GUNS for drugs. So therefore, their complaint is not really valid. So people, at the end of the day, like I said, we see that the big thing right now, in a lot of videos that we've seen, a lot of places getting broken into. Them a thief the gaming machine, them a broken and them take out the cash, whatever the case is. They are preying on business owners for these machines, and them are rob the place, and the bartender them, they are just a set of mole. They are just like the rest of what this woman them that are out there, that are a part of the plan with these criminals for rob people, unsuspecting victim. However people, like me say, them hold the driver and them hold the bartender and the rest among them in a some sort of bush with all sorts of high powered rifle. So hopefully the popo do exactly what they need to do and corral the place and make sure say them block every entrance and exit out of those places and catch these men them calling the troops point blank and period. Now before I move to the next part of my video, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source, and I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Also, please subscribe to this channel, and when you subscribe, please press the notification bell or icon and also press all in the option. The next thing that is popping in the news is an update about an incident that occurred yesterday where it is said that a taximan, he was taken out in a very cold and wicked way. His name is Mark. This occurred in Cumberland. Pretty much some men on bike, they are rolling surveillance, park the bike, meters away, roll upon him, blaze upon him in his car. He was taken to the place of recovery. However, too late was the call as usual. Now when this occurred, it was obvious that he was a target. It was obvious that he was the person that these persons were after. And people, when I did a background, this is exactly what is going on. Now there's been a big war going on in a place called Southborough that are in a Portmore, in that vicinity. It is said that the reason for this taximan losing his life is again the sins of the son. It is said that the son is on the list of some gunmen, the opposition, for takeout. However, them can't catch the son. So therefore, like them always say, if them can't catch Quaco, them catch him shot. So therefore, this man was like easy taking, easy pickings. They knew that, alright, the son a bad man, the son up on the wanted list. However, the son is taking evasive action. The son is playing the avoid game. However, the father not so much. We know same father, they are so at a certain time. He's always there, chatting up with him friends them. So therefore, we are going to roll up, shock and awe him, and then take him out. Hopefully, that is going to bring the son out of hiding. Hopefully, the son is going to try some sort of reprisal. However, more than likely, they would have been planning for the son also. So people, once again, the sins of the son come back and haunt the father. Now people, the fun thing is that based on the information that I am hearing, the motive behind all of this is the fact that some stolen property, people that were once friends, because all of these persons grew up together, the persons, the warring faction that are now having all sorts of dispute against each other, they all grew up together. They were once friends. And people, we say, good friends turn bitter rival. And that is the case that we've seen in most garrisons in Jamaica. People just don't like each other. So therefore, whatever reason, them turn against each other, and people, it is as if they've never known, nobody no know nobody. Because the way they want to take out each other for the simplest thing. Because people, based on what I hear, like me say, this is because of some sort of stolen property. That means one person broke into the next person's house, take away belongings, and don't want to return it. People, do you see what these idiots are fighting for? Not none at all. Petty stuff. And the next thing is that I heard that a next person also lost his life. A next taximan. His name is Pimpin. Not 100% sure where this took place, but just I tell you what I hear. When I get some more pertinent information, I'll be sure to divulge ASAP.